It's important to know your numbers, not just your ATM PIN or your social security number. Your heart health can depend on knowing other key numbers like blood pressure. In today's cover story, Rod Starns explains why knowing and controlling your numbers is so important.
For many Americans, it's a numbers game. Systolic, diastolic, pounds, blood sugar. A lot of often confusing names connected to numbers, all of which play a role in good health. That's why people are stopping off at a health screening station in the lobby of their office building before heading into work to find out what their blood pressure numbers are. Not knowing what those numbers are can put you at risk of serious health conditions like heart disease.
Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of both men and women in America. And if we can start shifting towards preventative measures, one of the key focuses would be on blood pressure.
High blood pressure is when blood is pushing too hard against the walls of the blood vessels as it goes through your body. The higher pressure can damage blood vessels, kidneys, and the heart.
It's one thing to go to the doctor and he gives you your numbers, or he may even put you on blood pressure medicine, but how do you know that the blood pressure medicine is working? You take it every day, but you may not go back to the doctor for 3 months.
And because high blood pressure can be present without symptoms, you may think you're fine while damage continues inside your body.
They call it a silent killer for a reason, because you might not know you have high blood pressure until you have your stroke or a heart attack.
When it comes to blood pressure, don't depend on a single reading. Measuring blood pressure at different times can give you and your doctor a more accurate look at your overall situation.
I'm a firm believer of a journal, and I know that people go paperless, but wherever you want to put your information, put your numbers down and glance back at it regularly and say, am I on track? So am I where I want to be with my weight? Am I eating what I need to eat? You know, when I go to the grocery store, what do I need to be buying?
Knowing your blood pressure is important. So is knowing your weight versus what you should weigh. Keeping those numbers in line can be accomplished in a couple of ways. First, watch what you eat, especially when it comes to limiting salt. Avoid processed foods, or at least make sure you're reading food labels to know how much sodium is in the food you're eating.
The second thing that I would recommend is physical activity, increasing your physical activity. A lot of us have sedentary lifestyles, not even just because we choose to, but because of the nature of our work.
Take the time to talk to your doctor about your numbers. Not only what they are, but also what they mean and what you can do to control them and protect your good health. For Smart Medicine, I'm Rod Starns.